Shalom, back again. By the grace and mercy of Anoki said, who is loving kindness, in the authority of YAHAWAH. Well, this is my testimony, according to the truth. And I've read to you before, he said that if you're going to be blessed by the God of truth. And the truth of the matter is, I've never been a part of Satan's kingdom as far as making a confession to belong to him. I ain't never joined those secret societies. Even when I was ignorant, I knew better than that. Because I used to tell them when one of my so-called friends who the one that told me, "Hey man, you think I'm your friend?" They rubbed me the wrong way. I said, "Well, if you was my friend, why would you ask me something like that?" But he used to carry a firearm. I didn't have nothing on me, so I just said, "Yeah, man," answered him swiftly. Because I wasn't in my personal car, private automobile. He was in his, and he had a firearm on him. And the fact he asked me a question like, "Hey man, you think I'm your friend?" And we were nowhere near my dwelling. So my mind said, "You gonna ask me something like that?" I said, "Yeah, I think you're my friend." That's wisdom, even though I didn't have a lie back then. So now, I was put in a situation that the apartment I'm in is full of gang stalkers. They surround me around a bunch of witches and warlocks. The church was involved in it. And if it's a test, they're not authorized to test me. The word says my test is over. That means they're witches and warlocks. Like I told you, he wanted me to join, what's that? The sorority where they wear all blue. Now, he wasn't in a gang. I ain't talking about that. But Alpha and Omega, one of those groups. I don't know. I don't follow it like that. But he was part of that. He said, "Hey, man, once you so many words, join us." I said, "Nah, I ain't interested. I never needed that in my life." That made him upset. That's probably why he asked me, "Hey, man, you think I'm your friend?" So I can assure you, I ain't never joined them. And I ain't lied to you. All this time, the Most High been giving me information to tell you I not lied one time. I read it to you from him. So these people try to play games with my life. And I'm not trying to complain or a pity party, nothing like that. Revelation 12 and 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, by the word of their testimony. They love their lives they love not their lives unto death. So in other words, I'm telling you, I still ain't gonna join them. They done tried to poison me so many times. Done so many things to me. But I ain't changed and crossed over to them yet, have I? Because I'm not. Told you the most highest word is my reality. no matter what they say or do. That's my testimony. So they sit around and they violate me at every cost, every time. And I already told them, don't give me nothing. I don't want nothing from you that's not mine by right. And I still ain't lied to you. But then they try to give me things and still try to control and violate me. Like my cable and TV and different things. They even try to control that I paid my money to get Netflix. They'll pause it and turn it off when they feel like these are games they play. Is there some way that they're dominating me? No, they're condemning themselves. Everything I have, they try to touch it, which is total violation of the celestial law. First of all, I'm not a part of their kingdom. I'm not a part of Satan's dominion. And you can't make me be. You're not supposed to be touching nothing that's mine. I'm not complaining. This is my testimony. I read to you. The Most High said, even now he's giving me power over them. And I do have power over them. That's why they're mad. And they plan with their technology. They plan, even though it's my money, they use the wicked to try to interfere and stop it from getting to me. That's a violation. They try to use Country Wayne skits and all kind of skits all day long when I'm watching it. To try to put that off on me like I'm part of the skit. Like, for instance, part of the Country Wayne skit was this guy named Frank. They've been using Frank ever since 2017. They always call him Frank. So that's what they do. They plot and put things together like movies. And try to make you part of their characters. I don't belong to you. So in the Country Wayne skit, Frank is kidnapped by the Colombians. In my house that I was gifted in Lancaster, California, guess who was next to me? A man who was a Colombian. See the games they play? See, the Most High revealed these things to me. But guess what? YAHAWAH is not a man that he should lie. That's why his word is my reality. And guess what? I used to have French braids in my hair. But since I had no everybody access to come and braid my hair, they put me in a situation that I had to get locks in my hair. They planned that. But guess what? I wanted locks anyway, because I ain't got to braid my hair. You didn't make me do anything. But in the Country Wayne skit, Frank, the one got kidnapped, got locked in his head. See how they try to play games? You can't confer things on me because I'm not a part of your domain. I'm not one of yours. You can't touch me. But that's why you surround me with a bunch of demons and play games. Because you're mad. You raging. Like the Most High told you would. See, they had promised me, and I read to you by necessity that I'm a trillionaire several times over, just like the rest of the children of Israel and Zion. So they gave me a truck. They owe me anyway because they stole mine. My car. Private automobile back in 2017. So then they used my son, my youngest son, to bring me the truck automobile I have now. And I told him, I said, I don't want nothing that's not mine by right. They said it's yours. I said, all right. So that was the understanding. They already knew where I stood, and they owed me that by necessity. But yet still, they still try to play games. I requested $10,000 back a while back, and I showed you. And you know, when you're not adding nothing to it and they're not giving you your money, you spending it. It's my right to do. I ain't supposed to be worrying about because I got more. Even when I asked my son, I said, yeah, they said they're gonna give you more. It's just yours. Now they playing games with that because they watching me. But once again, I still ain't joining you. And then, you know, the money is dwindling down now because I'm going to grocery. You know, groceries cost a lot of money. Another thing is I bought, but I ain't have to penny pinch because it's my money. And the promise is I'm supposed to get more money every month because you promised. Matter of fact, you made allegiance. You told me and you made the world know that you owe me that. I'm not complaining. I'm not looking for no cash ask for nobody. I'm not begging for no money. I'm just telling you my testimony. So they still ain't some my money. And my money is dwindling down. But I'm just gonna go to the market, buy me some more food until I ain't got no more money. But I still ain't joining you. So I just don't have it on me. I got money. You just playing games with it. But guess what? I still ain't joining you. My cell phone. Showed you the other day they playing games with that. So that's not working right now. So they always trying to put me in a disposition where I gotta beg them. I ain't not begging you for nothing. It's mine by right. But guess what? I still ain't joining you. I don't belong to Satan's domain. The Most High's word, the man who don't lie, who's not a man, but in the form of a man, promised me that I don't have to join you, nor bow down to them. Exodus 20:5. You should not bow down to yourself to them, nor serve them. For YAHAWAH, your God, am a jealous God, zealous. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. And I love you. The people that's doing this to me hate him, so guess what? He's going to visit you. I'm just waiting. But in the meantime, I still ain't going to join you, nor serve you. Because he sent me to be king, not you. Revelation 1:6. And has made us kings and priests unto God and his Father. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. So I still got dominion. Even though you playing games. That's why you're mad. But guess what? I still ain't gonna join you. This is my reality. Luke 10:19, amplified. Listen carefully. I give you the authority that you now possess. Tread on serpents and scorpions and the ability to exercise authority over all the power of the enemy, Satan. And nothing but and nothing will in any way harm you. That's my reality. No matter what you say or do. So you got your little stupidness around here. Your Freemasons and all these sororities and sororities and all these people that's a part of what you're doing that's wicked. They feel that they have the upper hand. because I'm in the midst. But guess what? The Most High said, I'm the God of Israel and none else, and I'm in your midst. For he is with me, even though you are surrounding me. But guess what? You surrounded too. And he's going to chase you. Psalm 34:7, Amplified. The angel of Yahweh encamps around those who fear him with awe-inspired reverence and worship him with obedience. And he rescues them. But you're dealing with, and I ain't boasting, a celestial. And you even said that this celestial you're dealing with is called Michael. You know what Michael do. I'm just waiting. Once again, I ain't lied to you. I just read to you what the Most High said by his commandments based on the books of remembrance, sealed portion, and even with the first day. And you confess by necessity that you owe me this. I'm talking about the whole body of Zion, but this is my testimony. You messing with my life when you shouldn't be trying to touch me. Messing with my rights when you shouldn't be trying to touch me. Once again, I'm not complaining. I'm not reaching out for no calf apps and all these things. I'm not begging. I don't have to, because you mess with my money and different things that I already have. You're trying to not let it reach my hand. And that's a violation of my constitutional rights. According to the Constitution for the United States of America, the one Adam ordered. It's called the law of the gospel, the royal law of the gospel. The celestial law that Satan must obey. And he will obey. He just trying to shake the listeners and the watchers who watching me because they have me on the big screen. And I'm not going to falter. I'm not going to give Satan the opportunity to make people fall in their belief. And you still don't give me what's mine by right. And them too. Numbers 23:19. God is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. What's the son of man? Son of man, prophesy against Mount Seir. That's me. And I ain't repenting because I ain't lied. Has he said, talking about my big brother YAHAWAH, and shall he not do it? Or has he spoken and shall he not make it good? Psalm 34:2-9. Make my soul shall make her boast in YAHAWAH. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify YAHAWAH with me. Let us exalt his name together. I sought YAHAWAH, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto him, and were lightened. And their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried, and YAHAWAH heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of YAHAWAH encamped around them that fear him, and delighted in him. Oh, taste and see, YAHAWAH is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him. O fear Yahawah, ye his saints, for it don't want to them that fear him. See, I don't have to want. Even you trying to block what belongs to me. Interfering in my life because you mad. Numbers 23:19, amplified. God is not a man that he should lie, nor a son of man that he should repent. Has he said, and will he not do it? Or has he spoken, and will he not make it good, and fulfill it? Isaiah 40:31, amplified. But those who wait for Yahawah, who expect, look for, and hope in him, will gain new strength and renew their power. They will lift up their wings and raise up close to God, like eagles rising towards the sun. They will run and not become weary. They will walk and not grow tired. Once again, I still ain't gonna join you. Well, I don't have to. I got plenty of money. His promise says, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna drink. He said, I'm blessed forever. But you just condemning yourself. First Chronicles 17:27. Therefore, let it please you to bless the house of your servant, your minister, your angel. Let it be before you forever, for you have blessed it, O Yahawah. And it should be blessed forever. See, that's my testimony. That's my reality. And you're going to still give me what's mine by right. And once again, I will never join you. Because I don't have to. Numbers 23. The header reads, Yahawah commands Balaam to bless Israel. See, you've been commanded. No matter what you feel like you're doing, your flunky can't stop me. Psalm 119, 8 and 89 through 93. So I'm only boasting in Yahawah though. Why? Because I tasted and saw that he's good. And he's not a man that he should lie. Forever, O Yahawah, your word is settled in heaven, standing firm and unchangeable. Your faithfulness continues from generation to generation. See, the same thing they do continually. They did this in 2019. Tried to draw out my money. Had me eating, I got really slim. I was eating Lifesavers. Well, it wasn't Lifesavers, it was like candy in the morning. You know, like the flavor ones, like, you know, come in different colors. So they're trying to do it again. But this time, they really don't have the authority because their time is over. But they keep trying to do the same thing. Guess what? But you got something coming to you this time. There's a sacrifice coming to Basra. And you're on the menu. Forever, O Yahawah, your word is settled in heaven, standing firm and unchangeable. Your faithfulness continues from generation to generation. You have established the earth and it stands securely. Second Corinthians 1:20, Amplified. Otherwise, what I'm telling you is, regardless of what they do, I still ain't joining them. But this word right here will not return void. I'm going to still get what's mine by right eventually. And you're going to get what yours is right. That's called a sacrifice in Basra. It's coming. For as many as are the promises of God, and Messiah, they all answered yes. So through him, we say amen to the glory of God. That's my reality. No matter how you try to use a universal movie tactics to try to play my mind. But he gave me a mind of love, power, love, and a sound mind to cast down your imagination. Because his word is my truth, written in my heart. I have the Father's name written in my forehead. That's my reality. Numbers 23. The header reads, Yahawah commands Balaam to bless Israel. He does so, saying, we cannot count the dust of Jacob and what God has wrought. See, you're going to give me what's mine. Because I'm not boasting in myself. I'm boasting in his word. That's my reality. That's your reality too. You're going to do exactly what he said. Give me what's mine. Now, 4 times what you take. And Balaam said unto Balak, build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 oxen and 7 rams. 1 Chronicles 15:26. And it came to pass when God helped the Levites that bear the ark of the covenant of Yahawah that they offered 7 bullocks and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam had spoken. And Balaam offered on every altar of a bullock and a ram. And Balaam said to Balak, stand by your burnt offering, and I will go. Peradventure Yahawah will come to meet me. And whatsoever he showed me, I will tell you. He went to a high place. In Hebrew, a bare hill. And God met Balaam. And he said to him, I have prepared 7 altars. And I've offered up on every altar a bullock and a ram. And Yahawah put a word in Balaam's mouth. And said, return unto Balak, and thus shall you speak. See, even though you're trying to do this wickedness, Most High gonna send. He already sent a man to you that said, don't touch us. Because he said, in so many words, same thing Yahweh said, there's a sacrifice coming to Basra and you on the menu. You end up like the Nazis in Nuremberg. Dead. Because he said, touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm. But you think it's a game. God ain't playing. And he returned unto him, and lo, he stood by his burnt sacrifice. He and all the princes of Mount Moab. The Moors, as they say. That's who behind it. That's who's trying to block my way. But you can't curse me with your abracadabra. Matter of fact, that's who poisoned me. The Moors, M-O-R, at the request of, remember what Amalek did to you? I'm not saying lie to you. I know exactly what happened. The Most High has told me. And he took up his parable and said, Balak, the king of Moab, has brought meat from Aram out of the mountains of the east, saying, come curse me, Jacob, and come defy Israel. Denounce Israel. Numbers 23 and 8. How shall I curse whom God has not cursed? And how shall I defy whom YAHAWAH has not defied? How shall I curse whom God has not cursed? How shall I defy whom YAHAWAH has not defied? From the top of the rocks, I see him. From the hills, I behold him. Lo, the people shall dwell alone, shall not be reckoned among the nations. Means set apart. Who can count the dust of Jacob? The number of the fourth part of Israel. Here, where's the fourth part? Right here in America. The fourth part. They already told you that Messiah is going to personally reign on the fourth part. On the continent of North America. And they already confessed that all the wealth is coming into us continually. You can't stop me from receiving what's mine. So let me die the death of the righteous. Let my last end be like his. Death. You're going to die to death. Because you're not righteous. And Balak said to Balaam, Nehemiah 13 and 2. Because they met not the children of Israel with bread and with water, but hired Balaam against them, that he should curse them. Howbeit our God turned the curse into a blessing. I took you to curse my enemies, but behold, you have blessed them altogether. Once again, still ain't joining you, because I ain't got you. Deuteronomy 23 and 5. Nevertheless, YAHAWAH, your God, would not hearken unto Balaam. He didn't listen to him. Just like he don't listen to you, but trying to curse me. But how your God has turned the curse into a blessing unto you. That's talking to the children of Zion. This is my testimony. Because YAHAWAH, your God, loved you. Revelation 2 and 9, amplified. I know your suffering and your poverty, but you are rich. And how you're blasphemed and slandered by those who say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. They are not Jews by blood, and do not believe and truly honor the God whom they claim to worship. So I'll change that according to knowledge, what it should say. Because he gave me authority to do that. Looking for the book I'm looking for. All righty. Third Testament, chapter 39. This ain't what I'm looking for, but so it's there. I'll read it. This is page 88. It says, the harassment of YAHAWAH. There were some who tried to hide their mockery when they heard me say that I came from the Father to bring to men the kingdom of heaven. And there were hearts where I found hatred from me, and intentions of silencing me or making me disappear. These were the prideful, the Pharisees who felt affected by my truth. Ain't that something I open right up to? Behind my presence, my back. Judging me in the form of YAHAWAH. Scrutinizing my life. Concentrating on the humility of my vestments, my absolute poverty of material goods. Revelation 2:9. I know your suffering and your poverty, but you are rich. Of course, he's talking about spirit, but he's talking about material goods now. Because we already went through our suffering. He said, you cannot be rich in heaven without being rich temporal. It goes together. I read that to you. Rich is an adjective. Old French, old English, rice, power, strong, power, great, mighty, and high of rank. Of high rank. Wealthy, mighty, ruler, powerful, rich. Ruler, powerful, rich. To lead, rule, direct in a straight line. The form of the word was influenced by Middle English, by Old French, rich, wealthy, magnificent, sumptuous, which is, with Spanish rico, Italian rico, from Frankish riki, powerful, or some other cognate Germanic word. Rice, rule, reign, power, mighty, authority, empire. Compare Reich. That's why they try to call themselves the Third Reich. But guess what? Jesse Owens put them to a lie. Went over there and spanked that ass in every race. And they called they was a superior race, but he showed them different. Kwame Yasserala. You thought I was someone as you. I'll never join you. Disgrace myself. No, disgrace my big brother or my God. The evolution of the word reflects a connection between wealth and power in the ancient world, though the power sense seems to be the oldest. Riches is a noun. Valued possessions, money, property, abundance of means. Instead of having large or valuable possessions. See, I got a lot of money. More than I can count. So I don't have to join you. I didn't sell myself out to Satan like you did. Now, if you're not the person that sold yourself out to Satan, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking about these devils. I don't have to do nothing strange to get a piece of change because it's all mine anyway. You're going to give it to me regardless. I don't have to beg you. I just speak to you sternly with the truth. Wealth, opulence. Does a king bow down to a peasant? He said, it's coming from the word of God. Apparently, he told me to say it because it popped in my mind. Psalm 50, 12 through 23, but I'm going to read the first part. If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. That's why I told you I ain't begging you. I'm not even complaining. I'm just saying, giving you my testimony like he told you. I overcame you by the blood of the Lamb, the words of my testimony. To let you know I will never join you. I don't have to. You can still give me what's mine by right. And the children of Israel what's theirs by right. The ones that keep his commandments, not the one that's joined you already. Out of fear. But the ones that are fearful, if you still want to get out and join, come back to the Father, his hand is still out, still, because he loves you. But you got to turn away from Satan and come back to the Father. You can't serve two masters. Because I'm not mad at you. I don't have to be. Because I still got the sword in my hand. Whose side are you on? Our side? Our enemy side? Nah. I'm on YAHAWAH's side to change things. Back to Zion. Back to Eden. Malachi 3 and 7. Even from the days of your fathers, you are going away from my ordinances. And have not kept them. Returning to me, and I will return to you, says Yahweh of hosts. But you said, wherein shall we return? Back to Eden. Back to obedience. Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 28. For God loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. And by you trying to deny me what he already promised and what you already promised by necessity, that's not wisdom. He gonna kill you. He gonna use Satan to do it. That's why he told you don't touch me. Don't touch Zion. Don't touch the American Israelites. Or you're gonna be like the Nazis in Nuremberg. That's why Satan told you that. Because right now you're obeying him to touch us. But he said don't follow any orders, not even from himself. You dooming yourself. That's what the Most High gave your word, said you're doomed. Wisdom of Solomon 7:25. For she is the breath of power, the power of God, the pure influence, flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her. And since you defiling his word and his trying to make his promises come to none void, which it cannot happen, you defiled. You can't come into wisdom. Therefore, God don't love you. You counted as spittle with the Edomites. Your own actions is proof. Proverbs 8 and 17. I love them that love me. Those that seek me early shall find me. I still got people above me stumping, which is violating my rights. But somehow in their mind, they think they got the right to judge. I don't know what the intention is. So all I can do is the intention is got to be evil. Because don't nobody live like that, be stumping on people's ceilings intentionally. God didn't send you to do that. That means you have to come from the devil. You're probably the ones up there, part of the ones that got controlled, remote controls and stuff, trying to control my TV and different things. You are a servant of Satan. But the Most High already told you I got power over you. Just because you got power over technology, that don't mean you got power over me. I still ain't joining you. Riches are now. Value, possessions, money, property, abundance of means. State of having large or valuable possessions. Modified from riches. Since 1200, a singular form must understood as a plural. From French, riches, richie, wealth, opulence, splendor, magnificence. From rich, see rich, adjective. Compare fortress. Richness is a noun. Mid-14th century, richness, wealth, property, state of being wealthy. State of quality of being rich in any sense. Earlier word was richdom, wealth, treasure, splendor. See, what you're doing is this. I mean, you're doing something strange to get a piece of change. Get rich quick scheme. Adjective. In reference to projects or schemes, American English 1891 then was as a rash of them. The verbal phrase. See, your riches that they promise you for their gift cards, you're not rich. You're a fool. You said there's no God. You said I will defy God and listen to Esau. He's a liar. Most High said all you gotta do is keep my commandments and work in the vineyard. Do genealogy temple work and seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these other things will be added to you anyway. It's part of the commandment. It's part of the covenant. It belongs to you anyway, but you sold yourself or not. Now you got to be Esau bitch. And move when he tell you to move. Just like that. Like what's that song by Ludacris? You say move, and they move just like that. If the righteous come outside at 3 in the morning, you got to get up and move just like that. You got to come outside too. Now, who's blessed? Who's not? I ain't got to follow nobody around and harass them to get nothing. It's mine already. I read it to you. Bet you feel real low right now, don't you? Enrich is to enrich, enlarge. Glad that word said that. Make, put in, rich, see rich, figurative sense, supply with abundance of something. So I got abundance of money, backed by article of gold and silver. Or you trying to make it not be available to me in my hand, but it's available. You're going to give it to me. Why it's prophesied. Scientific sense, to increase the abundance of a particular isotope of some material. So I can go into a wealth and abundance, but you know what that means. I read it to before. but enrich and enlarge. So now I got to go to Isaiah chapter 54. See, this is my reality. This is the reality of Zion, the ones that obey God, the true and living God. Anoki said, in the authority of YAHAWAH. Isaiah 54 Amplified. The fertility of Zion. Shout for joy, O barren one. She will. Let's go to the King James Version for this one. See, I ain't got to beg you for nothing. Neither do Zion. Because Zion is the literal descendants, the inheritors of the natural bloodline, who've been converted to Israel through obedience. Isaiah 54, King James Version. Sing, O barren, you that did not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, you that did not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, says Yahweh. Enlarge the place of your tent. Rich, enrich. To make wealthy. Enrich, enlarge. Put in rich, see rich. Figurative sense, supply with abundance of something. Means to fertilize. To increase the abundance of a particular isotope in some material. Good they said, Puerto Rico. They confessed that they stole all of our money, our gold and silver, and even our names, and hid them in Puerto Rico. But had to get it all back through probate. Puerto Rico, island of the Greater Antilles, group of the West Indies, Spanish, literally rich harbor, where they harbored our wealth. They had to give it back by necessity. Seaport plus rich. The name given in 1493 by Christopher Columbus. Ain't that something? To the large bay on the north side of the island. He called the island of itself San Juan. Over time, the name of the bay became the name of the island. The name of the island was taken by the town that grew up at the bay, often spelled Puerto Rico in 19th century. The current spelling was made official in 1932. I didn't know it was there, but get what they say, they hid it in Puerto Rico, the rich harbor. Now they had to give it all back to us by necessity. So I ain't got to beg from you. He said the truth has made us free. And the truth should be our shield and buckler. You confess to this truth already. And why is this truth always lining up what you confess to already by necessity? That your Roman Catholic Pope put on the record. You ain't got no choice but to give me what's mine. All is known. The Most High confirms it through the truth. Isaiah 54, sing, O barren, you that did not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, you that did not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, says Yahweh. Enlarge the place of your tent, because you're very rich and very wealthy. Let them stretch forth the curtains of your habitation. So let them do it. So guess what? When you still playing your games because you want to be in the defiance, you got to deal with God. I'm not worrying about you. And I still ain't joining you. He's still going to give me those mind by right eventually. He told you to do it immediately. Isaiah 60, a glorified Zion. Arise from spiritual depression to a new life. Shine, be radiant, the glory and brilliance of YAHAWAH. For your light has come. The glory and brilliance of YAHAWAH has risen up on you. Kwam Yasharah. For in fact, darkness will cover the earth, and deep darkness will cover the people. That's you. When I say you, I'm not talking to the righteous, I'm talking to the wicked. But YAHAWAH will rise up upon you, Jerusalem. Kwam Yasharah. And his glory and brilliance will be seen on you. Nations will come to your light. Kings to the brightness of your rising. Lift up your eyes around you and see. They all gather together. They come to you. Your sons will come from far away. Your daughters will be looked after at their side. See, I'm reading all these things to you. This is my reality. No matter what you do, you can't not break me with that. By you keep on trying to do it. By your witchcraft. It's going to fall on your own head, not me. I don't live in your movie. You live in YAHAWAH's movie. He the one created this movie. You're a movie inside of a movie. You just don't know it. And the movie said you lose. Then you'll see and be radiant. Your heart will tremble with joy and rejoice. Isaiah 60 and 5. Then you will see and be radiant. Your heart will thrill and tremble with joy at the glorious deliverance and be enlarged. Because the abundant wealth of the Dead Sea shall be returned to you. Unto you shall the nations come with their treasures. Psalm 119:32 is a precept. But all this I'm reading are precept together. Isaiah 60 and 5. Then you will see and be radiant. Your heart will tremble with joy and rejoice, because the abundant wealth of the seas will be brought to you. The wealth of the nations will come to you. So I ain't got to be chasing you, nor worry about what you do. It's already written. You're going to bring one. Of course, all Israel. But this is my testimony. A multitude of camels from the eastern trade tribes will cover you, Jerusalem. Meaning the kings of the east come. To make sure the money comes. The young camels of Midian and Ephah, those from Sheba, who once came to trade, like when Solomon was on earth, will come bringing gold and frankincense, proclaiming the praises of YAHAWAH. All the flocks of Kedar will be gathered to you, as the eastern pastoral tribes join the trading tribes. The rams of Naboth will serve you. They will go up with acceptance and sacrifice on my altar. Sacrifices of peace offerings. Now I will glorify the house of my honor and splendor. Who are these who fly like a cloud, like doves to their windows? The islands and the coastlands will confidently wait for me. The ships of Tarshish will come first. Even the children of Japheth, gonna make sure we get that money, that wealth, everything that's ours. To bring your sons from afar away. Their silver and gold with them. For the name of YAHAWAH, your God, for the Holy One of Israel, because he has glorified you. Foreigners will build your walls. See, I ain't got to build nothing. I ain't got to do nothing but preach his word, teach it. That's my job. To look over and oversee Eden. And their kings will serve you. For my righteous wrath I struck you. But in my favor and grace I had compassion on you. Your gates will be open continually. They should not be shut day or night. That the people may bring you the wealth of the nations. You're going to bring me way more than 14,000. So the measly 14,000 I requested, I got way more than that, but that's not abusive. That's just something I want to spend right now. Not counting the money that you already owe me from retirement. That you ain't fully gave me yet. With their kings led in procession. Not saying lie to you. For the nation or kingdom which will not serve you, Jerusalem shall perish. The nations that refuse to serve shall be utterly ruined. I ain't never got on here saying, send it to my Cash App, send it to my this or that. I ain't never begged you for nothing. I ain't never tried to cheat you, rob you, or nothing. I just said, give me what's mine by right. That you already said is mine by necessity. And I say a lie to you. The glory of Lebanon will come to you. The cypress, the juniper, and the cedar tree. Cedar together. To beautify the place of my sanctuary. And I'll honor and make the place of my feet glorious. The sons of those who oppress you will come bowing down to you in submission. And all those who despise you and treated you disrespectfully will bow down at the soles of your feet. And they'll call you the city of YAHAWAH, Sion of the Holy One of Israel. Isaiah 54. Sing, O barren, you did not bear. Bring forth in the singing and cry aloud. You that did not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, says Yahweh. Enlarge the place of your tent. And let them stretch forth the curtains of your habitations. Let them do. Spare not. Lengthen your cords and strengthen your stakes. For you shall break forth on the right hand and on the left. And your seed shall inherit the Gentiles. See, he just had asked, but he already had done it anyway. He said, I'll answer you before you ask. Isaiah 65:24. And it will come to pass that before they call, I will answer. And while they are yet speaking, I will hear. Here, I told you he's going to give us the inheritance. And then he said this. But he already asked. He already had given it to us anyway before we asked. Psalm 2:7. Ask of me, and I will give you the nations for your inheritance, and the end of the earth for your possessions. So therefore, I ain't got to beg you for nothing. You should break them with a rod of iron. This truth that most people don't want to receive. You should dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Isaiah 54:2. Enlarge the place of your tent. Let them stretch forth the curtains of your habitations. Spare not. Lengthen your cords and strengthen your stakes. For you shall break forth on the right hand and the left. Your seed shall inherit the Gentiles. Make the desolate cities to be inhabited. Fear not, for you shall not be ashamed. Neither shall you be confounded. For you shall not be put to shame. For you shall forget the shame of your youth. You shall not remember the reproach of your widowhood anymore. For your maker is your husband. YAHAWAH of hosts is his name. Your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. The God of the whole earth shall he be called. For YAHAWAH has called you as a woman forsaken in greed and spirit, the wife of your youth when you was refused, says your God. For a small moment have I forsaken you, but with great mercies will I gather you. In a little wrath I hid my face from you for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on you, says YAHAWAH your Redeemer. For this is the waters of Noah unto me. For as I sworn that the waters of Noah shall no more go over the earth, so have I also sworn that I would not be wroth with you or rebuke you. So he's not mad at us. He swore not to rebuke us no more. Who's trying to rebuke me then? The wicked, because they mad. But they ain't no authority to do it. You got to give up what's mine. Of course, I'm talking about the children of Israel too. There's Sion. But this is my testimony. He's overcame Satan by the blood of the Lamb and by the words of your testimony. This is my testimony. To prove to you that you ain't got no right to do what you're doing and you can't do it. You have to give it up. And I ain't got to join you to get it. For the mountains shall depart. The hills be removed by my kindness, shall I not depart from you. Neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed. That means everything is promised to us in the covenant, including all this wealth and all those things, is mine. Of course, it's talking about Zion too. He loves us all in Zion. But this is my testimony. And I got to join you to get what's mine. Neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed, says YAHAWAH, that has mercy on you. O you afflicted, tossed with tempest, and not comforted, behold, I lay your stones with fair colors, and lay your foundations with sapphires. And I'll make your windows of gates, windows of the gates. Your gates are carbuncle, and all your borders of pleasant stones. And all your children shall be taught of YAHAWAH, and great shall be the peace of your children. In righteousness shall you be established. You shall be far from oppression. In righteousness shall you be established. You shall be far from oppression. For you shall not fear. And from terror, for it shall not come near you. Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. See, that's you. He didn't send you. You did that because you're mad. Whoever shall gather against you shall fall for your sake. Whoever. Fall is a verb. To drop from a height. Fall, fail, decay, die. Behold, they shall surely gather together. So this ain't surprising to him, nor me, because he already told me. You're not surprising him, you're not surprising me, but I ain't going to be shaking and I'm going to bow down to you, nor serve you. I already read it to you, he told me not to. He told the children of Zion, you ain't got to. Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. I didn't send them. Because I already promised you that I'm not mad at you no more, nor I'm going to rebuke you ever again. Your trials and testing is over, Mount Sinai. It's Esau's turn. He made himself naked. Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against you shall fall for your sake. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created a waster to destroy them. How I know that? We precepted before. I precepted before and read it to you. That's what a waster told you. Do not harm any American Israelite. Or follow any orders to harm an American Israelite. If you do, you're going to end like the Nazis dead at Nuremberg. He created that waster to tell you that. And you still did it. He already told you, I ain't got your back because I ain't seen you. You're going to die. That's why he said this. No weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that shall rise against you in judgment, you shall condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of YAHAWAH. And the righteousness of me, says YAHAWAH. The MP version is like this. No weapon that is formed against you will succeed. And every tongue that rises against you in judgment, you will condemn. This peace, righteousness, security, and triumph over opposition is the heritage of the servants of YAHAWAH. This is their vindication from me, says YAHAWAH. That's why they promised that even my retirement was secure. So why ain't I getting it? You overcame them by the blood of the Lamb, by the word of their testimony. Security is a noun. Early 15th century, security, state or condition of being safe from danger or harm. Freedom from care or anxiety. Freedom from care. Free from care, secure. This one replaced the earlier secret, early 15th century, which represents an earlier borrows of a Latin word. Earlier in English is the sense of security. Surety is a double via French. The meaning something which secures, that which would make safe. Safety retirement. The treasury is made safe unto us. for the wicked, or store the wealth for the righteous. The Most High security. Probate is secured by the resurrection of the Messiah, who paid the price for us to have it. The specific legal sense of something pledged as a guarantee of fulfillment or obligation. And that's what they told me on recorded line. Go check it. Not saying lie to you. It's from mid-15th century, originally a guarantee of good behavior, meaning safety or a state, person, etc. It's by 1941, by 1965, security with the capital was generic or shortened from security officials, the state security department or ministry. The legal sense of property in bonds. From mid-15th century, that a document held by a creditor is evidence of debt or property of proof of rights of right to payments. Payment. It's from 1680s. Security check is a noun. It's by a phrase, 1945, the phrase security blanket. Its figurative sense is attested by 1966 in reference to the crib blanket carried by the character Linus in the popular Peanuts newspaper comic strip. Secure. 1530s, without care or fear, dreading no evil. He said, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil. Why? Because I'm secure. He already made the way. He made a table before my enemies. Of persons free from care, quiet, easy. Hence, to such stability, strength, etc., to preclude risk. Often telephones or telephone lines not wiretapped by 1961, so you ain't even supposed to be doing that. You're not even supposed to be messing with my technology that's in my dwelling. Nothing is mine. Nothing is mine. You're in violation. And all is known. You're just waiting for them to come on you like a thief in the night for your payment. For the wages of death, the wages of sin is death. That's what you're waiting on. Because you can't say nothing when you have to face him. Other than I'm guilty. You're going to take it like a man or woman, your death. Because you did it boldly without care. And you knew what you was doing. You have no excuse. Your best bet is repent now and make it right if you can. If not, you without excuse. And when you have to face that day, you have to take it like a man or woman. And the way they said it, by those that already faced it, they didn't take it like a man or woman. They said some was doing probably boo-booing on themselves. Some people cried. Some people fainted. But they still had to face it. And allegedly, they're not here no more. And I'm saying lie to you. Surety is a noun. Since the 1300s, surety, a guarantee, promise, pledge, or assurance. A promise, pledge, guarantee, assurance, confidence. Second Corinthians 1:20. Amplified. For as many as are in the promises of God, and the Messiah, they all answer yes. So through him we say are a man to the glory of God. And they promise by necessity. It's guaranteed. So a question I ask you again, why I ain't receiving my money? I ain't made no pledges to you. I'm not lied about you or anything. You told me it was mine by necessity, but why I haven't received it? What's your excuse? What's the holdup? Other than you just being evil. That's no excuse. So once again, I ask you, why are you not giving me what's mine by right? There's already promised to be guaranteed. That's sure. What's your answer? The whole world wants to know. The Creator wants to know. What is your excuse? I have not lied to you. I ain't tried to cheat you. I ain't asked for nothing that's not mine. I ain't made no secret covenants with you. So what gives you the right to do what you're doing? That's what everybody want to know. How can you answer? What's your answer? Everybody waiting on what's your excuse? What is your right to do it? Since you ain't got no right, I need to have my money immediately. Unless you can show proof that you don't owe it to me. You already confessed to me by necessity you owed it to me. Talking to children of Israel too, but this is my testimony. So I'll never forget about the Israel, the people of God. But this is my testimony. So what's your excuse? You have none. Send my money. I ain't talking about, I'm talking immediately. It is attested late 14th century as security, safety, stability, state of peace. He said we've been called to peace. Also, subjective certainty, certitude, confidence. Is attested from early 15th century as property, money, etc. Deposited as a pledge of fulfilling an obligation. And that's what they told me when I talked to them on recorded line. They say obligated. I don't owe them nothing. They said I don't have to pledge my allegiance to them. I ain't got to sell my soul to get it. Go listen to the record is online. It's on recorded line. And I ain't lied to you. You already listened to it. That's how you know I ain't lied to it. So what's the holdup? You got to have a right to do it. You ain't got none. So what's the holdup? I ain't got to beg you for nothing that's mine. They told you I ain't to. They obligated to do it. I ain't got to pledge no allegiance to get it. That means I got to sell my soul to Satan. I'm not one of his flunkies. Even if I cuss you out every day, you still got to give it to me. That's what obligation means. They ain't based on how you feel. Or if you don't like what I say or what I do. You obligated. About mid-15th century as one who makes himself responsible for another. To 1966, the French National Criminal Police Department was the Sûreté Nationale. And I ain't even saying nothing bad to you other than what's right. Obligations is a noun. Century 1300, obligation, a blinding pledge. Committed to fulfill a promise or meet conditions of a bargain. Old French obligation, duty, responsibility. Early 13th century. And that's what they told me. They owed it by obligation. Because I asked specific questions online, on the recorded line, and I say lie. I said, do I got to do anything to get it? Do I got to sell my soul? Do I got to pledge allegiance? So you ain't got to do nothing. We obligated to give it to you. I came and ask the question. I said, well, give it to me then if you don't want to. No, I'll keep it. It's mine. They even was trying to get me to give them a check for free. I said, do I owe it to you? I said, I owe it to you. I ain't giving you nothing. But if I owe you to you, take it. Apparently, I don't owe them nothing. They were trying to just strong on me. He said, but the truth has made me free. And the truth is my shield and buckler. That means that's why they got to do stuff under the shadows. Because if I owe them something, they just come out straight and just send me a letter or somebody call me and say, hey, man, you owe me this. They can't do that. Why? They're the ones that's criminals. They're trying to strong arm me. But the Most High said, I'm the arm of YAHAWAH. You can't strong arm the arm of YAHAWAH. That's why he said till he make his arm bare that all can see. So you try to strong arm me, you strong arming God. And that's not smart. He said, can't nobody take none out of his hand. To bind up, bandage, figuratively put under obligation. That's part of my power to bind you. He said, what's bound in heaven is bound on earth. What's bound on earth is bound in heaven, etc. And you already spoke it by on recorded line that you obligated to oblige. The notion of binding with promises or by law or duty. The meaning that which one is bound or obliged to do, especially by moral or legal claims, a duty. From 1600. To the state or fact being bound or constrained by gratitude to requite the benefits, moral indebtedness. Also from 1600s related obligational. Oblige is a verb. 1540s to bind, fasten, connect. The literal sense of Latin word now, it's not obsolete. 1660s in the main modern sense to put under moral obligation. A back formation from obligation or else from Latin obligatus. Past spargo, obligere, to blind, bind up, bandage, figuratively, put under obligation. See, oblige. Oblige is also a verb. Century 1300, obliging to bind by oath. See, you under oath. Put under moral or legal obligation, devote. Engage one's faith, commit oneself. And then you commit yourself by necessity, said you have to deal with us in good faith. Pledge 1300, the bind up, bandage, figuratively, put under obligation. The bond, the tie, bond. Main modern meaning to make someone indebted by conferring a benefit or a kindness from 1560s. Obligatory is an adjective. Binding in law or conscience, imposing duty, requiring performance or forbearance from some act. Such as 1400 obligare, Old French obligare, creating obligation obligatory. He already told you you can't retaliate because you got to do it. I mean, you can't be around there trying to poison you and stuff like that to try to get out the obligation. You got to leave me alone. Don't touch me. Mentally or physically. That goes for all of Zion. But this is my testimony. Obligare, to bind up, bandage, figuratively, put under obligation. See, oblige. And it's already on the record that you already going to try to poison me all these times. That means you owe me more and more and more. That's injury that you liable for. Need is a verb. Most High said whatever we want or need or want. Once again, I'm not trying to cheat you either. Put on the record for all to see why you don't owe me that. Then it might better say, well, you don't owe it to. You can't do that though. Because you already put on the record you owe it. Somebody lying. It ain't me. It ain't God, because he's not a man he should lie. There only is one somebody else is guilty. Sound like you. I'm only applying truth. The sealed portion, 90 and 41. And all food, raiment, and houses shall become free to all of Sion. The sealed portion, 90 and 50. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, call upon the rich, meaning you of the corporation, who already know that we're going to reign. That we reign. And the corporations called governments that have the power over the things that you both need and want. Meaning over you. And demand of them in righteousness. That they provide for you the necessities that you require to sustain your lives. And they told you they had to do this by necessity, didn't they? See how it's all the word of truth is always adding up? So since I ain't lying and the word of God cannot lie, who's the one lying? There's only one choice. It sounds like you. So send my money. And I ain't gonna beg you for it. I don't have to. Necessity is a noun. Late 14th century, necessity, constraining power of circumstances, compulsion, physical or moral, the opposite of liberty. He said, you ain't got a choice. A condition requisite of the attainment of any purpose. Need, necessity, privation, poverty, distress, torment, obligation, duty. It ain't like they just feel, oh, let me do something for the children of Israel. No, you had to. Most High forced you. Compulsion, need for attainment. Unavoidableness, destiny. See, necessary, meaning condition of being in need, want of the means of living. Necessary is adjective. Late 14th century, necessary, needed, required, essential, and indispensable, such as a must be. They cannot be otherwise. Not voluntary or governed by chance or free will. So they had to do it because they had to. They had no choice in the matter. Necessary, urgent, compelling, unavoidable, indispensable, necessary. Unavoidable, indispensable, originally not backing away from. To withdraw, go away, yield. The etymological sense is from which there is no evasion. See, you can't get out of this. This is proof that what you're trying to do to me is wrong. You ain't got a leg to stand on. Of course, you're trying to do it to the rest of Israel too. I ain't gonna forget about them. That's what I'm here for. To stand up for them. But first, I got to stand for me. That's why you're trying to discourage them by saying you ain't got to give me what's mine by right. So if you don't got to give me what's mine by right, that'll discourage them from asking what theirs by right. But you can't do it. The truth is on our side. Well, whose side you on? You on our side? or the enemy side. Nay, I'm on the right side. I'm on YAHAWAH's side to make everything go right for the light, for the elect. Daniel 7:22, amplified. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was passed in favor of the saints of the Most High God. The time arrived when the saints believers took possession of the kingdom. Arrive is a verb. Century 1200, reach land, reach the end of a journey by sea. Arrive, come to land. Why are these words adding up to what they confess to and what God already said? They said we're at home on our land. Sovereign. To touch the shore. The palm to the shore, from ad to sea ad plus riper, shore. Ripering. The original notion is coming to a shore after a long voyage. The sense of come to a position of state of mind. Arrival is a noun. And they said we have, see, I can't help it, some things in your past shape ideas of the present and the future. And if you know anything about this song, it matches what we're in right now. Jurisdiction over the international jurisdiction of the sea. Darling, it appears to me. Good. International lover. That's right, baby. Arriving. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Arrive. It's a noun. Late 14th century, act of coming to land at the end of a voyage by sea. Disembarkation. To come to land. See, arrive. The general meaning, act of coming to the end of a voyage. It's from 1510s. Arrivage, late 14th century, also was used in a literal sense. Homie is a noun. That's funny. It's in the Etymology Online Dictionary. Also, homie by 1970, slang for short for homeboy. Reports of identical words is recorded from 1920s. We ain't talking about them. We talking about the original indigenous to America. Because they talking about arrived British immigrants. That's what they tried to make you through calling you a United States citizen. Revelations 2:9. Amplified. I know your suffering and your poverty, but you are rich. And how you are blasphemed and slandered by those who say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. They are not Jews by blood and do not believe and truly honor the God whom they claim to worship. And they don't even claim to worship. Third Testament, chapter 39, verse 20. Those who persecuted my prophets, who lacerate the heart of my envoys, those who turn their backs on the true God to bow before idols, who denied and mocked me, demanding my blood and my life. Those all of our race called Israelis were not the chosen people, were not of the people of the prophets, the legion of the enlightened, of the faithful soldiers. For Israel is a spiritual name that was taken incorrectly to designate a race. They told you in the same paragraph that race is called Israelis. Ain't got nothing to do with God. Ain't got nothing to do with YAHAWAH. Ain't got nothing to do with Israel. Created by the Balfour Agreement of 1948 with the United States, the European nations. A fraud. Revelation 29 amplified. I know your suffering and your poverty, but you are rich, and how you're blasphemed and slandered by those who say they are Jews and are not. But of the synagogue of Satan, they are not Jews by blood, nor do they believe in and truly honor the God whom they claim to worship. Let's go to King James Version. Revelation 29, King James Version. I know your works and tribulation and poverty, but you are rich. I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, but of the synagogue of Satan. Revelation 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of a synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. This is YAHAWAH talking. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before your feet, and know that I loved you. Numbers 23 and 11. And Balak said unto Balaam, Nehemiah 13 and 2, because they met not the children of Israel with bread and with water, but hired Balaam against them. What happened? Didn't they hire Columbus? What was it, Ferdinand and Marco or something like that? And sent Columbus over here. They hired Balaam instead of trying to bless us. They tried to cheat us and kill many to try to get what they want. Nehemiah 13 and 2. And who was Columbus? M-O-O-R from Africa. Because they met not the children of Israel with bread and with water, but hired Balaam against them to say abracadabra. They should curse them. Howbeit our God turned the curse into a blessing. What hast you done unto me? I took you to curse my enemies. Behold, you have blessed them altogether. Deuteronomy 23 and 5. Nevertheless, YAHAWAH your God would not hearken unto Balaam. But YAHAWAH your God turned the curse into a blessing unto you. Because YAHAWAH your God loved you. So he said, I'm going to show them I love you. Synagogue of Satan. Talking about us. He's showing you he loves us right now. Because I'm blessed. We're blessed. Every day. Why are you stopping on my ceiling? If you put more effort into get my money than you doing stumbling on my ceiling, that's how you're wicked. I'm not here to be tested by you. He didn't put me in your game. But you show every day you don't care. You gonna care though. And he answered and said, must I not take heed to speak that which YAHAWAH has put in my mouth? And Balak said unto him, come, I pray you, with me unto another place, whence you may see them, that should be but the uttermost part of them, should not see them all, and curse me them from thence. And he brought them into the field of Zophim, a lookout point, to the top of Pigah, and built 7 altars, and offered a bullock and a ram on every altar to the summit. And he said unto Balak, stand here by the burnt offering, while I meet YAHAWAH yonder. YAHAWAH met Balaam and put a word in his mouth, and said, go again unto Balak and say thus. And when he came to him, behold, he stood by his burnt offering, and the princes of Moab, the MORs, by their own confession. That's what they say. So why you get mad if I say it too? The princes of the Moors, Moab, with him. Not the MURs, but the MORs. And Balak said unto him, what has YAHAWAH spoken? And he took up his parable, and he said, rise up, Balak, and hear. Hearken unto me that your son Zippor. God is not a man, that he shall lie. God is not a liar, or does he lie? Neither the son of man that he should repent. Exodus 32 and 14, and YAHAWAH repented of the evil which he thought to do unto his people, not unto your people. He said, this is like the days of Noah to me. In my anger, I smote you for a moment, small moment. But he said, I swore now to never be angry with you or rebuke you again, to his people. Deuteronomy 32 and 36, for YAHAWAH shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants, when he seeth that their power is gone and there is none shut up or left. Isaiah 31 and 2, yet he is also wise, and will bring evil and will not back his words, will arise against the house of the evildoers, against the help of them that work iniquity. Amos 7, 3 and 6. And YAHAWAH repented for this. It should not be, says YAHAWAH. YAHAWAH repented for this. This also shall not be, says YAHAWAH God, according to the perfection of God. And he said, and shall he not do it? Or has he spoken, and shall it not be make good what he said? Isaiah 46 and 11, calling the ravenous bird from the east, the man that executed my counsel from a far country. YAHAWAH, I have spoken it, and I also bring it to pass. I have purposed it, and I also do it. Behold, I have received commandment to bless, and he is blessed, and I cannot reverse it. He has not beheld iniquity in Jacob, neither has he seen perversion in Israel. YAHAWAH is his God. YAHAWAH, his God, is with him, and the shout of a king is among them. They say a king in Israel is shouting. God brought them out of Egypt. He has, as it were, the strength of a unicorn, a wild ox. A wild ox is a minister. A wild ox also represents Ephraim. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and Israel, what has God wrought? Behold, the people shall rise up as a great lion, and lift up himself as a young lion. He shall lie down until he eat of the prey, and drink the blood of the slain. And Balak said unto Balaam, neither curse them at all, nor bless them at all. Balaam answered and said unto Balak, told not I you, saying, all YAHAWAH speaketh that I must do. See, people told you don't bring my money. But those above you that's going to kill you, they said YAHAWAH told us by necessity we got to give it to him. Of course, I'm talking about all Israel and Zion. But this is my testimony. All the YAHAWAH speaketh that I must do by necessity. And Balak said to Balaam, come, I pray you, I will bring you unto another place, peradventure. It will please God that you may curse me them from thence. And Balak brought Balaam unto the top of Peor, that looked towards Jeshimon, overlooks the desert. And Balaam said to Balak, build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 bullocks and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam had said, offered a bullock and a ram on every altar. Malachi chapter 3. For I am YAHAWAH, I change not. Therefore your sons of Jacob are not consumed. Even from the days of your fathers, you have gone away from my ordinances, and not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, says Yahweh of hosts. As usual, the word of YAHAWAH that comes from the very throne of Anoki said has spoken. All praises to Anoki said in the authority of YAHAWAH. And I still ain't gonna never join you. I don't have to.